There we go. Looks like it's live. Welcome back, everybody. I would say we're back in. I mean, we're not on the PC version, but we're now on the Xbox version, the game preview version, which is kind of like early access for us. They call it game preview. But it's finally here. Valheim? I don't know how to say it. Didn't know. This one kind of crept in. It's also on Game Pass. Pretty crazy, right? So we're going to jump in, play it, answer some questions. I think we're only available to stream for a little bit. But still, this is going to be crazy, right? We're having a blast playing this over on PC, and I thought for sure this was going to take until, like, April. So yeah, it was kind of a pleasant surprise. I kind of dropped the ball on this one. I should have been watching this one more closely. They just kind of like, hey, here it goes. And I was like, say, what now? So, yeah, it's looking real good. Let's check it out, shall we? We shall. Welcome. Hi. Hello. Don't worry, we still have some Rust videos later on today. We have a really good one. Some Rust shorts, and I don't think we have the build today, but that should be later on this week, and we should also have a Rust stream as well later on tonight. So we got a full day going on, so we're going to try to squeeze in as much as possible. There you go, just to prove it. Look at this. Ta-da! Ta-da! Right? That's crazy. Let's go. Okay, I don't think there's anything too crazy. We can answer any questions that people might have. We're good to go. We'll go over some of the basics, and then we'll jump into it. How's that sound? Good? Bad? Otherwise? All right, great. Wonderful. Grand. Let's see. Is this number... Okay, great. I know. Actually, Roberto keyed me in on this. He's like, hey, it's on Game Pass. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I just kind of put it off to the side because we have so much crazy stuff going on, right? And I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of perfect because, we got Star Citizen, we've got all these other things cooking. I was like, okay, so I didn't really check on it. And then Roberto was like, hey, it's like on Game Pass. I'm like, get out of here, dude. So if you didn't know, Xbox has Game Pass. Again, I don't get paid for any of this stuff. I'm just a player like you guys. But I thought it was kind of nice because you can buy the full game or you can buy it on Game Pass. And I think the Game Pass, just a standard thing, if you just get started, is like $1 or something like that. So I was like, man, that's legit. Okay, here we go. Ta-da! What's up? Good morning, Uzi Jeff. What's up, dude? It's finally here, my guy. Is that crazy? That's crazy. So yeah, we're gonna have to put this in the rotation. I was pleasantly surprised by this. Actually, we found out like right when we were done with our Rust stream last night, and I was tired from the night before because we were playing Rust, and I was like, oh man. Yes. Well met. I have no idea how the controls work for this. I have the brightness turned up because I do know that this game can be quite dark. Okay, so that's my run. We'll kind of run around. What's my gather button? Is it this one? Is it... What's my action button? Okay. Okay, cool. It's X. Perfect. So, yeah, it's about time. It says, glad to get to watch this. I know, right? That's why it was like, there were so many cool things coming down the pipeline. I was like, okay, I know we're going to get into Valheim real deep. And I was like, I know it's not going to be until April. At least that's what I thought. And then I was just pleasantly surprised by this. I was like, okay. Didn't expect it to be mid-March. So I'll take it, man. And then also, the same company that makes this also makes Satisfactory, and I do believe they're pushing that one to be released here pretty soon. So, yeah, a lot of, that's a really fun game, too. Isn't this crazy? I'm so glad it's here, man. Right? Oh, my goodness. I'm ecstatic. I'm so ecstatic. All right, we'll keep running around while we kind of talk to everybody for a second while I gather my thoughts. I was just like, we got to stream this, like, ASAP. So hopefully, I think we have a little bit of time to make this happen. I forgot how to turn off my... Okay, there we go. It says, wow, this is awesome. I'm looking forward to checking this out. It says, is it available to public? Yep. It is also on Game Pass, which I'm pleasantly surprised about. Now, I believe this is still coming to PlayStation. They just don't have an early access. I believe so. This isn't game preview, so this is like early access, so keep that in mind. So, there'll definitely be glitches and stuff. And I am on a next generation console, so just keep that in mind. You know what I mean? And I'm seeing a bit of frame rate lag, but that's okay. As long as it's stable to play, that's what this game's all about. It's so much fun. Dude, I'm so excited about this. I was like, dude, we gotta work this in the rotation this week, man. There's so many games right now. 318 just dropped for Star Citizen. We're going deep on Rust. Dude, I guess this is a good problem to have. You have Game Pass? Perfect. You got it then. Alright, so anybody who has joined, Valheim is now out on Xbox and Game Preview, which is the equivalent of early access. I'm not sure about the status of this being on PlayStation yet, as this is not a full release. PlayStation doesn't have like an early access program. This is available for full buy on Xbox and on Steam as well. And then if you have Game Pass, you do have access to this game. So if you already got it, then just download this if you want to play it later on today. Just remember, it's early access, so there's definitely going to be some glitches and stuff. I am playing on next generation. I did check the website, and it says that it's for Xbox and it's for Series X and Series S. So that's really good news. And get this, it's also going to be crossplay between PC and both Xbox. Very, very exciting. Right? It's out, dude. It's freaking out. Running to my Xbox to install right now. Perfect. And then if we can somehow make it safe, mostly for us, the streamers, and you guys, so your information doesn't get put out there. It would be cool if we like hosted a server and stuff. I don't know what the status of that is right now, but we'll have to kind of check it out. Is that great, dude? I was so surprised it was on Game Pass. I was like, yeah, let's do it. Okay. Let's get in there, because I don't know how long I'll be able to stream for. Because, I mean, this is pretty early in the day for me. I'm on borrowed time. Let's do it. Okay, so I know a little bit. Obviously, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, and I think me just playing it for like an hour or two shouldn't spoil it for anybody. This is just going to give you a nice little intro if you're unfamiliar. And we can both learn the controls at the same time, because I don't know what I'm doing either. It says, send here to guide you in your travels. The megaliths surrounding you are sacrificial stones. They represent the Forsaken, which must be slain in order to ascend Valhalla. So this is essentially like a Viking Minecraft, and instead of cubes, you have voxels everywhere. So if you play something like 7 Days to Die, you kind of know what that's all about. Yep, it's Valheim. I'm sure you guys have seen this. It got really popular during the old Pandy Wandy. It's a great game. The same game studio also makes Satisfactory. Very exciting. That's also going to hit main at some point here for consoles. I was just really pleasantly surprised to see this hit Game Pass when it did. Okay, let's try to play a little bit. Enough chatter. Okay, let's see if I can remember. Yeah, it's all about like stam and stuff, right? What's this game called? This game's called Valheim. Nice. Jason Lowe. Is it iSquill? Says, will this be on PS5 or Xbox exclusive? I believe it'll be on PS5, but since there's no early access program, I don't think it's available yet. And I don't know why Sony hasn't embraced something like that. It's like a sub-tier. Like, I know the standards for consoles are high, and I'm all for that. But it's cool because the early access program makes it so there's certain stipulations, but it's not as strict. And so it makes it so games like this can get pushed out faster. I mean, I was just surprised that this came out as quick as it did. So, yeah, Sony still hasn't done that yet, and it's been like 4 or 5 years since they really have had pressure to do so. So I hope they embrace it at some point. Because there's no reason why this can't be on a PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? There's no reason why it can't. And you know, Coffee Stain Studios or the Iron Gate, they, you know, they want it on there too. Why wouldn't they? You know, it's not like they're... Xbox has been pretty good about making sure everything's kind of for everybody. And I don't see why this would be any exception. So let's put it this way. If it were full release, I believe this would be on all of them. The only reason why it's not is because Sony doesn't have the program yet. Okay, so let me see. Okay, that's auto. Okay, there's my map. Okay, there's my stuff. Okay, that's attack. It's my inventory. Is it Y? Oh, it's Y. Okay. Can we eat that? How do we eat it? Use it, drop it, split it. Okay, X. Isn't there like a quick bar too? Installing right now. This is why can't I install this? If you have Game Pass, you can. Okay, I have to craft hammer, stone. I'm getting there slowly. Alright, we need just a little bit more stones. Fancy music, eh? You know, we better turn it down just in case. I'm not sure if we're gonna get slammed for that or not. I would hope that it wouldn't be, but just for the time being. Can you guys hear me okay over all the action and stuff, too? Excellent. Ba-da-ba-ba. Just type in Valheim and see if it comes up in the search. Now, I did check the website, and it did say Xbox, but the only one I saw in Game Pass was the one for the Series X and the Series S. So I don't know if the Xbox One version is currently now, or it'll be later. But they did say they were going to support it for Xbox One, so that's considered the old gen or the core systems, right? Oh, it's giving you an error? Oh, yeah, then you might have to figure out what that is then. I'm not sure. You know what's funny? I just hit up on the D-pad and then RB as if it were Rust. Oops. Okay, RB, Stone Axe. Okay, now we're talking. We got our first stuff going here, baby. Just trying to run around and get that stam up. Says, it is. I have an Xbox One. It's getting installed. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, because I double-checked the website because I wasn't sure how this was going to play out for old systems. Good. Glad to hear it. Oh, I didn't hit X to craft. There we go. Got it. Ta-da. Okay, cool. Over on the D-pad. And then, how do we pull this thing out? Okay, right thumbstick is stealth. Okay, taking out's up on the D-pad. Okay, we got this. Wood cutting. Okay, nice. Jason Lowe says 1.83 gigs for anybody curious. Thank you. Thanks for the assist and the extra intel out there, boys. It's good stuff. Keep it real, man. Keep it real. Okay, we gotta fell the rest of the tree here. Sorry, double checking. Oh, jeez. Okay, quick action is RB. Got it. I have a feeling I'm gonna wear that out pretty quick. Big attack is right. This is POV. You're playing a game and watching a streamer play the game. Sounds like your POV. Dodge is LB plus B. Block is LB. We're gonna have to start making our first stuff here. This is 90% of all human gamers. This is true. Just so pleasantly surprised. I was shocked. I was like, how long was this out? I think it came out at like midnight last night. Yeah, and like, because we were streaming and I just didn't check, I was like, oh my goodness. What are we doing? We should be playing. Let's go. Oh, we got some stones right here. Perfect. I think we're going to try to get close to the water, and then we'll try to set up like a little camp as quickly as possible. Okay, I think. Oh yeah, let's go down here. It's nice. It shows us a little path to the water. Oh, that's where the bird flew us in. That's right. That's right. Possibly an old gen issue. I don't think so, right? Like you got it working now? Is it downloading? We'll have to play around with some settings to see which ones are going to work well for us. I'm always about boosting that run stat. Nice, dude. So there's going to be all these little camps everywhere we can loot. This isn't one, but... How do we eat this? There we go. Alright, now we got 2 types of food. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, I'm starting to get the controls. Okay, so we have 15 to 50. Let's just get some of these big boy trees. Really? I'm backwards? Turn around. There we go. Perfect. Log cutting skills improved. Nice. How's it going there, Tia? Get those trees, get those logs. I should probably like try to boost my block skills a little bit. Perfect. How far down are we? Okay, not too bad. Yeah, I feel like my right bumper is gonna get worn down just hitting the action button. Kind of like playing Minecraft. And then the jump button, if you don't have that on like a butterfly, oof, you're gonna just rip through freaking controllers. Alright, let's keep going. We've got some stam. Yes, yes. Very good. Okay, so our first order here is to put something on the shoreline and get some kind of shelter so we can... Ooh, I think I'm in the thick of it down here. Oopsie. Can we save? Ooh, we can. Perfect. What's up, Bio? He says, do it. Dude, I had no idea this came out. I'm so hot to play this today. Do it, you won't. Okay, flint. Perfect, we got flint. Oh, jeez. I like how the grayling came up, I high kicked him, he took off. Yeah, Bio, I thought this wasn't coming out for like another month. Pleasantly surprised. Beep, bow, bow, me, bow, bow. I kind of want to find some shelter to get into, like an old... Ooh, some wreckage or something. What do we have here? A runestone. Sisters and brothers of the shield wall, lift up your hearts. You are the greatest warriors, chosen by the Allfather himself for your courage and valor. Now death has brought you to a land where you can remake yourselves in battle and toil, winning favor and honor. It says, leave your memories to rot in the Midgard along with your sins. The finest part of you is here. It says they said April. This is a ghost release. That's what I'm saying, dude. That one, it just caught me so off guard. I mean, I'm so glad they did. Oh, here we go. Can we use something like this? What's in here? Little treasures? No? Okay, let's check the crafting list here. See if I can remember how to do all this stuff. A. Trophies. Oh, yeah, we gotta make the hammer first. That's right. I forgot. Yeah, wood stack. Workbench. Perfect. Okay, alternative placement. I just have to see how all this stuff works. Okay, it's B. Then we can go through the crafting menu. Okay, okay, that's not bad. That's nice. I'm a fan. Okay, we'll have a cooking station. We're gonna need, do we have building? I think we just make a fire if I'm not mistaken. Build menu. There we go. Oh, you know what? Let's use that shelter because I think we can use that to put our crafting table down. Perfect. You put this outside. Okay, R to rotate. Okay, what's the place? RB. Got it. Okay, now let's make a campfire cooker station thingy. Perfect. Now the real question is, can we go inside and make the crafting table, the workstation? Excellent. Oh, can we get it? That's what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, that bird just scared me. Dude, this bird's freaking me out. Get out of my face. This is bought this game on my toaster laptop. This is when it first came out, so I'm stoked to finally be able to play it. Nice. Dude, look at all the new stuff we have. We're rich. Perfect. Alright, let's start knocking down some trees and get this thing going. You feel cold. Don't tell me what to do. Oh, we're not cool enough to knock that down. I bring tidings. Yes? Very good. Do I have any extra food? I got 2 minutes on the berries. Hold on. Okay, B. Ooh, look at the upgrade. Oh, alright, we need 10 flint. Get ourselves a little box going. Put it in here for now, because we're poor. Okay, let's eat that. We'll eat this. Looking good. Yeah, the controls aren't too bad. Yeah, I'm so surprised that they did this. I bring tidings. says, with this tool, you may raise up the halls and towering fortifications. Start by building a workbench. Oh, we did that. Officer Higgins, we did it. Well met. Yeah, the controls aren't bad at all. Yeah, I'm with you on that, dude. I like it. It took me a second, but I'm getting it pretty easily. There's just a couple things that I'm kind of hung up on, but I think probably within the first hour I'll be pretty much set. Here we have 7 flint. Excellent. Probably have to go back and make sure that we're not freezing to death. Oh, my swimming skills, yeah. Is it possible to tell what time of day it is? No. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Time to fell the trees. How's the darkness on that? Let me turn this on. This might help. There we go. That's the best way to knock down a tree, I'm telling you. He doesn't like the light, does he? Come here, little man. Look at this, dude. Sticks and wood. Give me your loot. Very good. How's it going, Walsh? How's it going so far? Were you able to get it to work? Oh, I broke my axe. Uh-oh. So yeah, just some little tips here for the console version of Valheim. If you have the map up, hitting the select button, marking different areas on the map, say caves or instances, is a good way to kind of say where you've been or where you need to go, and then you can check things off. With this last circle button here, the marker, you can actually check things off. So I think it's quite useful as you're going through and marking off different caves and whatnot. What's that in the water? Are those fish? What is that? Oh, it's that. What is this thing? I remember now. They're delicious. Better not be attacking my homestead, dude. My crafting station needs a roof. Get out of here. This is an amazing game, bro. It is. Okay, we're gonna have to switch it over to some of the building stuff. Okay, not as proficient with this, so okay, there's the roof. B. Here we go. Building. Roof. Floor tile. Hey, warrior. It's gonna be a little... Yeah, the building is... There we go. Get it on there, Skippy. How do we destroy stuff? Okay, LB's remove. Perfect. Will it work now? Yes. Oh. This little dude right here. Come here, buddy. I just kicked him. Come here. Day 2. Oh, it's beautiful. The boar is gonna want to fight me. No, thank you. I'm kicking my own wall. Oh, jeez. Okay, so I think another really good tip if you're getting started off, especially for the console players of Valheim, is to live next to the water and make sure that you're picking up all the flints because it's going to be such a big part of your crafting as you start to move forward. And it's got a lot of resources down here. Plus, when you want to go on the water, you've got nice access to it. Yeah, so I would say flint and next to the water are definitely going to be a good way to get started. Ah, it's so beautiful. Let's fix our tool real fast. Okay, so it's right thumbsticks to repair. Nice. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Like, the progression works by moving through the bosses, but also the progression is about the workbench and then upgrading said workbench. So getting a workbench down and sticking a roof over the top is definitely the way to go, and then you can start to upgrade your tools and weapons, and that can really help you move forward in this game once you're, getting started. Okay, I've got some food I gotta smash here. There we go. And that's the other thing too. I don't know how well you can see that, but the food bar down there in the lower left-hand corner, it's all about like food buffs in this game. So when you can find berries or cook different types of food, that's really where it's at. And then make sure you're maintaining good buffs for stam and health. I think that's another huge thing when you're getting started. It's not a spoiler or anything, it just kind of helps you navigate the game a little bit better. Still installing? Okay. What graphics mode am I on? Let me look. Quality. I got them all on. Depth of field, the shaft. The morning fog is rolling in, yes? I don't know how to change the camera though. Look, hold on. on. Secondary. Oh, it pauses it. Okay, nice. Cycle hotbar item, run, block, hide, show, weapon. Forsaken powers both of them at the same time. Oh, jeez. Drop kick. Yeah, that scared me for a second. I was like, what's going on, dude? Alright, block. Get your block up. Let's go. Come on, take a swing. Yeah. Blocking, level 1. Perfect. Okay, so Valheim is now out on console. It's out for Xbox One, the Series X, and the Series S. And it is in game preview, which is essentially early access for us. It's also available for full purchase and also on Game Pass. So if you have Game Pass, it's a thing. You can just start playing. Just do the installation. It's also cross-play between PC and also the Xbox, which I think is great if you want to. Think of this as, if you're not sure what Valheim is, it's kind of like a Viking Minecraft. It's obviously a lot more than that, but if you like that kind of vibe, I would say you would definitely like a game like this for sure. Yeah, so this one kind of snuck out. I believe it came out on the 14th, early in the morning, and I'm just so amazed it's on Game Pass as well. So I know Sony, I believe, is still going to get this release, but since they don't have early access, PlayStation and the PlayStation 5 won't have access to this until it's in full release. And I still think it's in early access even for PC, if I'm not mistaken. But it is definitely on early access for us. And they call it just game preview over here. So just keep that in mind. So I think Game Pass, if you're just getting started, is like what? Oh, is that a fish? Ooh, baby. I think it's like $1, and then it's was it like 14 or $5 or something like that? I don't know the price points, but it's just kind of a nice alternative. And if you already have Game Pass, I mean, shoot, just go download this bad boy. You can do co-op, which I think is nice. Look at all this fog in here. That's crazy. It's a beautiful game. It's so much fun. Think of it more as like an adventure kind of PvE, but you can make it PvP if you want to. So it's just really nice. A couple of quick tips as you're kind of running through here. Get some food, eat the food. It's going to give you different buffs. I would say move towards the water so you can start to get flint. Get yourself started. Start with that axe and then go into the hammer, build your crafting station, and that's going to lead you to other things like the different upgrades and whatnot. It's not a spoiler or anything, it's just going to help you get started. But kind of like enjoy the game as you start to venture through it. There's all kinds of dungeons and bosses and stuff. And so it's a lot of fun, and I'm pleasantly surprised that they just kind of like, what did BioLaser say? They like ghost dropped it on us, and I was like, yeah, dude. This game is so much fun to play. We were having a blast over on PC, so I'm just very excited that it's out now. And it's cross-play for everybody, so if you've got Steam, the version, or even the Xbox version over on your PC, you can play out of the box. So very, very exciting. So Valheim is now out, and then it's in early access. So check it out, dude. Give me that meat. Does that actually boost my health? I'm not quite sure how that works. Uh, uh, uh. Sorry, I'm just double checking something. I gotta see how much time I got. What's up, Roberto? He says, you dirty bird. They really did. I know, honestly, if Roberto didn't say anything, I never would have known. We were so busy doing Rust last night, I was like, say what now? It's so much fun. If you like Minecraft, I think you would like this a lot. Anybody who's wondering. I'm sure most people know about this, because this was out like during the pandy. The pandy wandy. Hold on. Like a rhinestone. Well, trying to think of what else we can get it done before we gotta. You know what I mean? How far have you gotten so far, Mr. Roberto? Were you playing all night? This game's very addictive. It says, will it be Valheim will be playable for me. It says, all right now. Perfect. Yeah, another thing that we found out while playing this was it's really about kind of making different camps everywhere. Like, yes, you have like a main area that you go back to, but don't be afraid to make like different smaller camps and then explore the map. And obviously, you know, these little shelters are nice too. If it has enough rooftop space, you can just put in a workbench and then you can craft and repair a lot of the most important stuff. So it's just, it's a good way to get started. Little things I wish I knew when I started. Says Xbox said 2 hours, but it meant 20 minutes. Ah, yes. That's probably taking the lowest kind of connection. I'm trying to think of what else. Okay, yeah, we got the club. We've got the flint axe. Oh yeah, so check this out. This took me a hot second too. I'm stroking out over here. What am I doing? What's going on, dog? Then we have like Star Citizen on the cusp too. Oh my goodness, so many good games. I did try Star Citizen this morning if BioLaser's watching. Or listening, rather. It seemed a little... I got in, but it seemed a little unstable. It was actually a toss-up between this or the other. And I was like, you know what? Valheim, baby. I figured I'd only have a moment if it was Star Citizen, so... You know how Star Citizen is. It would be more like, we should do it for hours on end. Yeah, it's crazy, man. We got it, dude. It's here. Yeah, I think another big thing to get when you start playing this is a bow, the bow and arrow, and then so you can actually hunt down the deer and the boar, because it's going to be a resource that you're going to use a lot of, frequently, and it just really helps you take them out. Yes, you can sneak up on deer, but actually taking them out with some range really helps, I think, tremendously. See this? Yeah, the deer just like booked it completely. I can't even see them now. I heard them. You always hear them. They're everywhere. Ah, yeah. Oh, jeez. That's bad. That's very bad. The skeleton found me? Oh, jeez. And here's another quick tip. The skeletons are dangerous if you're not ready for them. I don't even have a bed yet. Oh, this is bad. This is very, very bad. Okay, I must run. This is bad. Oh, dude, he's super aggro. Oh, no. Run. Ooh. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. He says, I know you gave us some tips, but I just started. Can you give me a little tip? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give me a sec after if I can shake this skeleton man, because he is a big problem. Dude, he's aggro. Oh my goodness. We might get wrecked. Oh, go away, dude. Go leave me alone. Oh, wait till you run into like the giant stuff too. Yikes. I was like, should I just get wrecked right here? Maybe. Then at least the skeleton will go away. And that might be a good point for us to start our tips. Ah. Same, I'm a noob. It's all good. Just have fun playing the game. Alright, hopefully Mr. Skeleton Man's not following us. I think we lost him. Whew. Okay, so let's get down here. There's a deer. See ya. Hi. Alright, so when you get started, you're going to land here at the circle. This is just a nice rundown for tips for Valheim, not only for PC, but also for the console players out there, as we did just get this. So when you first get started, kind of, read all the dialogue, run around, jump. You level up your different skills. I would say if you're going to start building, to check your map and head towards a source of water, as flint is definitely a resource that you're going to need early on, for sure. And don't forget to also walk around and pick up stones. The first big thing that you're going to craft is going to be the stone hatchet. So I believe it's Y for us to go over and bust up the crafting menu, hit RB until you're down to craft, and then go for the stone axe, which is going to cost you 5 wood and 4 stones. So you're like, how am I supposed to get wood for an axe if I can't chop down trees? Well, just look for some branches and you'll be all set. So once you collect enough of those, then you can start to chop down the big boy trees. And you can carry 2 things at once. I think it's up on the D-pad to pull it out, and then it's right trigger to do a heavy swing, and then it's RB, right bumper, to do the light swing. And then once you fell the tree, you can break it up into smaller pieces. And you also have different things you can level with your axe cutting skills. See how my stam goes down? That's the other thing with this game. If you look at the food bar down there on the lower left, it's going to help give you buffs not only for stam, but also for your health. And so it can make you run longer. It can also help with collecting things. So let me see if I can bring this up. So if you pop open the menu, first you'll start off with things like mushrooms and berries. You can eat those and the buff will stay there for X amount of time. But as you start to get more types of food, I would suggest cooking them because you'll get better and better buffs. So it's about stacking those and really keeping your health up as you play. Alright, so, and again, you're going to be building in so many different places. I wouldn't worry too much about, like, I need the perfect spot, because you're going to be walking around quite a bit. Alright, one of the other things you can do while we're kind of out here waiting for my stam to come back, if you open up the map, you can place different icons at different places of interest. There are dungeons that can be completed. I would suggest adding the check mark. We'll call this one, I don't know, Jade, right? And then you should be able to tick these off. Can we do this? And then I think you can toggle the pins. There we go. Toggle the pins? Toggle the pins. No? Ping, remove. Cross off the pin, left bumper. There you go. So if you were to find a dungeon, this is a really good way to check them off your list. I would suggest doing that often. And kind of stay in the beginner zone because you really don't want to be running into things like skeletons. They're very, very dangerous. I think one of the more advanced ways to chop down trees are to get up on top of a hill like so, chop down the tree, and as it fells, it's going to start to come down on the other trees, and then you can get some bonuses. But be careful, the trees will hurt you badly. And then we'll go down to the edge of the water and I'll show you a couple of tips that I think really helped out. None of this is going to like ruin the game for you by any stretch. This just kind of helps you get started as far as progression. Yeah, when these trees buck up like that, you got to be careful. Ooh, real quick while we see the deer. Sneaking up on deer is a good way to hunt them, but I think the best way to hunt these guys is to use a bow and arrow. You're going to be using the hide on these quite often, so get good at hunting down deer and also boar. Oh, there we go. Get your blocking skills up. Look at this guy. You want to fight? Oh, there's another one right there. Oh my goodness, get him off me! All right, let's switch to the club. That's fine. I'll take you all on. That's fine. It's so cool that you can level up the different weapons and stuff. Then as you get higher in this game, as far as your skill sets, you do like lose those skill points. Not unlike Minecraft, where your XP like explodes when you go down. So keep that in mind. Although in the very beginning, you're pretty much safe until you reach a certain level. So, you know, just keep that in mind. Things to look out for when you get started are these little stones on the ground and different types of food. You'll see berries in a bush. Hopefully we can find some on the way down here. And then also mushrooms. Those are really the beginner type of food that you really want to start to stack for those buffs. Because you're going to want the stamina. Why not? There you go. There's a mushroom. There you go. Hey, little guy. There's another one right there. And then you just re-up on them as you keep going. Alright, so once we've made our way down the shoreline here, we should see the coast. And hopefully we can show you what flint looks like. There's a deer. Look at that guy. Alright, so if you walk up on the shoreline, one of the major things you need to help level up your crafting and upgrade your weapons is going to be flint. Let me go ahead and bust out my torch here. And so you'll find them in the water. They're like little gray, long, rectangular stones. Hopefully we can see them here. I'm going to slow down once we find one. But they're key, not only for making like higher end stuff, but also for that crafting upgrade. So right there, flint, definitely a key item. They do wash ashore over time, so again, it's just nice to be on the shoreline when you first get started. All right, let's go over to our main homestead here. So I like to just find some shelter that already exists. You can do it any way you want, and it won't be your only shelter that you'll be making. So keep that in mind as well. I just found whatever this was here. Am I even close? I should have marked down my own base, shouldn't I? Yeah, it's just up here. Yeah, so to place your first crafting table down and to use it, you need shelter. So you need something over the top of your base. So in order to unlock all the different things you need to place down or create your first crafting bench, which you can do by building your hammer. So let me go ahead and bust that open. So if you hit your Y button, hit RB, and then go down to the crafting menu and select hammer. Once you've built that for 2 stone and 3 sticks, then you can actually, once you have that in your hand, you can start to do other types of things. So if I hit up on the D-pad and then hit, can we two-hand these? Up on the D-pad and then I hit B, we have different crafting options. You won't have all of these to start. What you want to do is start with this here and then place down a workbench, and then it starts to unlock even more. Then if you want to use said workbench, you need to make sure it's got a rooftop over wherever this is placed. And if you notice, I can actually do my first upgrade. That's the first huge tip, I think, is, and again, you see how that costs flint? So if this is close enough to the workbench, it's going to upgrade it, and then we can do more things with the workbench that we just place with RB. Missing requirement? Oh, I don't have enough flint, do I? Of course I don't. And then up on the D-pad to put it away. But that's such a huge thing. I think I just need one more, don't I? That was such a big deal, to create the hammer and then to keep going. And then I would suggest another quick tip too is to place, well, you're going to need to do this, but this is just nice for cooking food. Oh my goodness. Well, A, don't light yourself on fire. That's one. That's a good tip. Don't do that. Once you're in the water, make sure you go up to a campfire to cool off, because it's going to start knocking down your stamina and stuff, your health and whatnot. But to have this up here to cook all your different types of food, and make sure you take them off the fire and then put them in a box somewhere is a big deal. And then once you do have some shelter, is to place a box and then make sure you've got a bed somewhere so you can advance through the night, like Minecraft, right? Right. And also, once you have your first tools and you've got proper shelter, if you go over to the workbench, you can go over here by hitting RB, and if the workbench is covered, you can push in the right thumbstick to start to repair all your different items. And you can do that with even higher tier items. And these are all things I wish I would have known when I got started playing Valheim. And it doesn't ruin anything, it just helps you get started. You know what I mean? Because I played for 5 hours going, what am I doing, dude? I don't know. Did that help, sir? I gotta check something. Nice. What's up, Roberto? It's the same. I'm a noob. Did that? Okay, good. Walsh said, yeah. Perfect. I got you, man. I got you, dude. Hold on. Perfect. And there's so much more to learn and to do in the game, so you've got plenty to explore. But this will get you started at like your very basic type stuff. Very nice. You can't see water? Just keep exploring. You'll find it. Oops, we gotta make sure we rebuff. Alright, we can save too, right? Yeah. Okay, well, let's, well, we know the danger zone is over here. Do we have any food? Oh yeah, you know what? Let's go up here and cook some food. Perfect. Okay, here's our first upgrade. Again, a huge tip I wish I freaking knew off the rip is once you have the workbench to go to like next tier items, if you have your hammer out, you can kind of see here if I hit the B button, you can see right here it says the chopping block. That's your next big upgrade for the workbench. And then once that's placed and you meet all those requirements, you then have access to different types of tools, different types of upgrades, and it's going to help you tremendously. And you have to make sure it's got that like weird line thing that goes next to it. Boom, upgraded. Now if we go to the workbench, look at that, we have workbench 2 level now. Ooh, baby, now we can do flint axe. We can do what else? We have got upgrade options here. Look at that. Yeah, that's another big one too. Workbench upgrade. So you can start to see different things that you may want, like the bones for different clubs. You can go back to the crafting. Let's go knock down some trees, boys. Yeah, let's try to level up our clubs. Well met. Well met. Alright, let's try to sneak up on this guy. Oh. This guy wants to go. Oh, see you later. There we go. Get that board scan. So yes, once you pop your first boar, you start to get other things like the skinning knife. You've got your bows, and the bow is so OP. I'm such a fan. Then we cook up our first borscht meats. We pretty much have a roll of these things, just to keep cooking over and over again. Borscht meat. Give me the sizzle. Like the bottom meat. Look at all the stuff we can make now. flint spear. Oh, you know what? Let's yeah, bed is so important. What do we need for this? Wood. Okay, let's go get some wood. What are we doing? We're slacking, dude. You feel cold. Deal with it. How many C4 to get to your TC? I don't know. You talking about like right now? I don't know, probably more than you're willing to craft or farm. Did that hit the house I have? It certainly did. This tree saved it. Oh my goodness. Alright, we gotta chop this thing down before it wrecks our house. Alright, here's another tip. Don't chop trees towards your house. Okay? We got very lucky with that. So yes, this is a check build, right? Yeah, yeah. Oh no. Oh, yep. There's it. There's another great tip. Don't let trees fall on your head. Right? That's bad. In Valheim, that's real bad. Don't do that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Walsh was asking, how do you make a house? And doing your first build is definitely important. So the first thing you want to do is build a hammer. So to build a hammer, you have to go to your basic crafting menu. So hit Y, and then hit RB, and then go over to craft your first hammer. Once you've crafted your hammer, then once you have it selected, you can then hit B to do other types of crafting. Now, you may not have all of these here, so you won't have all these crafting items here. As this, you have to unlock those, but to get started, what you need to do is to place a workbench, and that costs 10 wood. Once you do, you can place it, usually you want to place it under something, because you're going to have to at some point. So I just found like some wreckage here and just put the workbench down, and then once you do that, you'll unlock other types of building materials, so then you can start to build a proper house. So then with your hammer open, or out again, hit B, go to building. Then you can start to put down things like floors. You can start to put things down like roof tiles. As a matter of fact, we should probably do that now. So yeah, the biggest thing is to get your floor down, and then get a ceiling going. So you've got something to, you've got proper shelter, because your workbench is going to require it. And also, you want to make sure that you've got a bed, so you can advance through nighttime, because nighttime is dark. Also, if you'd like to repair, I believe, if we bust out, whoops. We bust out the hammer is to repair this. If we just, yeah, there we go. I think we just run up on stuff, and I think you just, is it, there you go. It's RB to repair things, if you've got the proper materials. And I believe it's LB to remove. So if you've got like the shelter you found, you can just go by and start to fix these things. It's nice to get started with stuff that already exists. I'm a big fan of that. So that's the biggest thing, I think, to get started. And then it's really going to start to unlock other things. And as you start to do other actions, like if you take down a boar, you'll have the option to make things like a bow. If you craft certain items or find certain things or certain materials, it'll give the option or unlock a whole chain of other items. So it's the more you explore, the more you can start to do. Alright, so let's go ahead and put a... Do we have enough wood? I don't think we do. Yeah, wood's also a big thing. You want to make sure you're gathering lots of wood. Did you die from that? Oh, when a tree fell on your head? Yeah, that's something you really want to look out for. And when you do advance later, there will be like a work cart you can use to carry around with you to different work sites and actually carry more and more materials. So it's really nice to, you know, you kind of set up your own camp the way you want to. Let's see if we can get a few more pieces here so we can make a roof tile so you can see what's going on. It's a beautiful game. Beautiful, beautiful. I bust out the hammer. Select it with up on the D-pad, and then we're going to hit B to select what we want. Is this the wall? Also, another pro tip here is your camp will get raided of waves. If you played like 7 Days to Die, you know what we're talking about. So be careful. Make sure you've got proper walls and whatnot. Sometimes just building regular walls around your base can help. Come on, snap on there. So, do we have a snap button? No? And then I guess we'll make a doorway. There we go. And then right and left trigger to rotate. These are nice. And then so, yeah, the whole reason why I was saying that was you can make walls around your base and then just have like a proper door to like go in and out. It's nice. You'll see there'll be waves and waves of goblins coming for your base, and you need to make sure you take them out. And another, this is unrelated to building, but this is just a good rule of thumb to get started. Don't venture too far out in the water. It's dangerous. Swimming and with your actual boat. Just be careful. It's dangerous. Let's go back inside. Does that help for the building? Excellent. This goblin wants to go. Ah, buddy, you want some of this? You want some of this, brah? I don't have to stand for this. So I had this game on PC. Nice. No airlock? Yeah, right? I mean, if it were Rust, yes. You're not wrong, sir. You're not wrong. Hold up. Hold up, hey. You know what? Let's go to a nice scenic spot and sit. Yeah, I gotta check to see how much time I got, see what's going on. There's much Rust stuff to be done still. Does this guy want to fight? Hold on. Man, you don't want some of this club, dude. It's beautiful, right? It's beautiful. There we go. My mic was being all weird. Screenshot? We should have a spot in our Discord where people can like upload their screenshots from the game, stuff that they built. I think that'd be pretty sweet. Look at our crusty camp, dude. We're really coming up. Let's chop down the rest of our stuff here. Yoka, 76 hours of door camping. I mean, I guess you could take away. You could get a lot of stuff done like that too, right? You could break into a base that way. 76 hours. You'd be so much better off just farming. How about block? There you go. Get that blocking skill up. The more you block, the more the skill goes up. It's just something I always forget to do, but it's very, very handy once you start to do dungeons. So I would suggest holding LB during fights, especially with the Greylings, to get that stat up. Come on, come get me. It's going to help with the big raids too once those start to happen. Says, whom is raiding you in this game? NPCs? Yeah. I was trying to do a stealth kill with the boar. It did not work. I wouldn't. It's always leather scraps. That's so hard to get. Alright, so let's... Our next big piece is going to be to get leather scraps from the boar. Look at this guy. Dude, he wanted to go. Come on, come at me, bro. Oh my. He's going to get me. You gonna get me? I'm missing every shot. He's gonna come back around too. Look. Come on, peace, bro. Yeah, gotcha. There we go. We got 2 leather scraps. That's the gateway to the next stuff. The next set of tiered loot. Is that too hard? The birch? This game's so relaxing. I love it. Yeah, when you get really proficient at knocking down the trees, you start from the top and let them roll down and take out the other trees, and then you just start cutting up those trees into smaller logs. And then once you have a work cart, it makes it very, very useful. And don't forget, you can do heavy hits and smaller hits that'll help you knock down the trees even better. You can't play this yet, Craig. Yet. You'll be able to at some point. So, since food buffs and whatnot are such a big deal in this game, right? Boar meat, all that fish and all that good stuff. There's the little, it looks like a frog creature that hangs out here in the water called the neck. It's a good source of meat. You definitely want to cook it. It's going to give you good buffs for dungeons. It's really good early game. And it's these things are so docile. It just makes it pretty easy to take out. So if you got a club, or you can even box them down if you wanted to. Here's the neck right here. Oh, there's a couple of them. Look at this. Oops, I don't have stam. Here you go. The neck. It's a great source of stam, protein. Just swing wildly with a club. You'll get them. As soon as you get that meat, just bring it up to your campfire and cook them up. Be careful not to leave them on the fire for too long, as it will turn to charcoal, and you'll have a great buff. There you go, right there. Bingo. Wait for the sizzle, baby. Here, I'll show you. Once you eat one of these, look at that. We have 3 buffs now. Look at that. Look how much my health just went up. It's got to regen a little bit, but if I sit down, it should go faster. Pretty nice, not gonna lie. Alright, so let's see if we can upgrade our stone axe to level 2. Quality, block, excellent. The flint spear's not bad either, but we do need some flint for that. Wait, how much do we need for the bed? I kinda wanna get a bed before we have to sign out. Just a good way to roll. Oh, we got one. Perfect. Can we just slap it down right here? Perfect. Now we can advance through nighttime. We may have to put a roof over that. Just saying. Okay, sadly I think we're going to have to probably wrap it here for now. We'll be back on this later for sure. I just want to make sure that everybody knew what was going on with this bad boy. Now that it's out on Game Pass. I still believe that PlayStation's going to get it as well. It's just, this is still in early access. But PC and Xbox both can play crossplay if they so desire. It's co-op, or it's just even just a straight like adventure PvE type thing. So, you know, jump in. If you got Game Pass, like literally you can just go download it So check it out. I think you guys will like this. If you like Minecraft, I think you'll really dig this. It's like a mix between, I think, Minecraft and like 7 Days to Die. A little bit, because you've got like the little raids and stuff. So yeah, check it out. It's dope. It's legit. And hopefully we'll see you guys in the next live stream. Be sure to drop a like. And we'll see you guys again real soon. We got some Rust videos later on today, so stay tuned for that. Baby.